Hey guys, welcome to D Mace's Your Rant. I'm D Mace, your ranter, and this is the Rant Nation. So today, first of all, let me say thank you to those of you who have wished me well wishes on my birthday. Today is my birthday. So thank you all for those of you who have wished me well wishes and gifts and all of those kinds of things. I certainly do appreciate it, honestly. So I wanted to get on here and talk a little bit about Revolutions. He-Man Revolutions. I'm sorry, I just ate something, so excuse me. But He-Man Revolutions. I had the first one, the first installment in 2021, which was He-Man Revelations, or not He-Man. It was Masters of the Universe, and it's basically just the new iteration of He-Man. Now, the last one that was on there, I didn't really like that too much because I didn't like. There was a lot of things I didn't like about that one, and then they killed He-Man in that too, which I was kind of like, this is interesting. But it was, I don't know. Check it out. It's on Netflix. It's called He-Man. Not He-Man. I keep saying He-Man. It's Masters of the Universe Revelations. I wasn't really feeling that one too much. It was okay. The artistry and the animation and all that kind of stuff was really good. The storyline was kind of wonky for me. The next one, he keep saying He-Man Revolution. Masters of the Universe Revolutions is one that actually just dropped last week. I did get to watch that entire series. I wasn't as mad at that one. I did like this one better. It had more He-Man in it, which as it should have, because that's who it's all about. But I did like the story of He-Man. I did like this. Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Let me stop right here. Spoiler alert! Because you know me, I spoil everything. I don't wait and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, spoiler alert! He-Man and Teela, they get together, and I like that they got together. Because in the last one, it didn't look like that was going to happen. It didn't even look like Teela was on that kind of time. If you understand what I'm trying to say. But in this one, they do get together. You do get more He-Man. I like this the plot story that they had in here, where He-Man's father had passed away. In a war and all this. Cause he was sick, and so anyway, he ends up passing away. And so now, of course, the crown goes to Adam, aka He-Man. And he's getting ready to rule, but he's kind of like, I don't know if I want to rule. Should I just rule as He-Man, or should I rule as Adam? Like, how do I do this? Because his father told him and was very adamant about, you can't do both. You can't be He-Man and you can't be Prince Adam. You have to choose one or the other. And what ends up happening is, so Adam finds himself in a little bit of a quandary there, and he's like, do I want to be He-Man? I really like being He-Man. Do I want to be Adam? I don't see where I can do anything as Adam. Anyway, long story short, what ends up happening is a brother of He-Man's father, his half brother, comes in, and he's what's his name? Koran, something like that. Quran or something like that. Let me just check it out real quick. He-Man's He-Man Revolutions, or not? They keep saying He-Man Revolutions. Y'all forgive me. Masters of the Universe Revolution. Y'all remember that song? Revolution. He-Man Revolution. I don't want revolution. I don't want revelation. I want revolution. So anyway, while I'm finding this here, what ends up happening is He-Man's uncle, his half uncle, comes in, and so they realize, they go back to his storyline, and his storyline is that he was the bastard son of the king, of course. And so what ends up happening is, they're like, oh, that's not fair. One of the things I didn't like about this movie is how gullible everybody was. Everybody's so gullible, like they just believed anything and everything everybody said. And there was no real fight back of it. Keldor, that was it, played by William Shatner. Go, William Shatner. Keldor was his name. Anyway, so Keldor comes in, and Keldor has his whole backstory. Oh, woe is me. My father had to send me away because I'm the bastard son of the king and I couldn't rule. But he was older than He-Man's father. Anyway, long story short, what ends up happening is he comes back, and then Adam's like, you're actually the rightful king. Let's give you the crown. Let's give you the crown. Now, this Keldor guy, he strikes me as somebody that's kind of sneaky, and I'm kind of like, who's this Keldor dude? But now, if you go to one of the other He-Man shows, you'll know who Keldor is. I'm not gonna mess with that one. But anyway, so Keldor comes in and he gives Keldor the crown just as easily. And Keldor's just a sneaky, and he's got this little sneaky way to him, and he's sitting there talking all sneaky and slick and everything like that. And everybody's it's going right over everybody's head. Nobody's picking it up. And so anyway, Keldor gets into the rule ship, and come to find out, Keldor is actually Skeletor. Keldor is Skeletor. And now, and this is a callback to the show. You have to watch it. I'm not even going to get into all of that. But anyway, so Keldor is his He-Man's father's brother. And so he's actually Skeletor. But Skeletor did not know this. He lost his memory through dealing with Hordak. And Hordak is a whole problem. So dealing with Hordak brought him in and made him a slave and all these other kind of things with Motherboard and all that kind of stuff. So then he realizes who he is. And so anyway, he goes and he takes over the kingdom. And of course, you know what he wants to do. He wants to destroy everything because he's evil. He's evil. And so he wants the Motherboard to come and take care of everything and run everything. And so they're doing all of this. So anyway, of course, now because all of this is happening, now Eternia is in big trouble. And who has to come to Eternia's rescue? He-Man and Teela and Man-at-Arms and Woman-at-Arms and Man-at-Arms and whoever she was. And so they come and they fight and they get them back and, get everything set back right. Now, the interesting thing about this, though, was that once everything got turned back into the way that they wanted to, and they set things right where Prince Adam could now come into his place because they beat Keldor up and Skeletor and everybody got rid of everybody there. And they did everything they're supposed to do. Him and Teela fell in love. But what ended up happening is they had this idea and he was like, you know what? You guys don't need a king. You guys need to govern yourselves and run yourselves. Eternia will just run itself and you guys go ahead and do that. So I'm going to do away with the kingdom. I'm going to do away with the monarchy and all that stuff. We're no longer going to have a king. You all are going to just run your lives and live as you want to live and do as you want to do. Yay, great. I didn't like that because I think they needed a king. But anyway, that's how it ended. And, they went on into their happy little merry lives, him and Teela and X, Y, and Z and all this other kinds of stuff. There's a whole lot of things that I didn't get into that you'll have to check out. But check it out. I wasn't mad at it. I did like it. It was a little too a pinch hokey for me, but I liked it. I did like the hokiness of it. And I like how they set things right. So thank you, Kevin Smith, for that. I like how they did set things right and set things in order. Yeah. So that is, here I say, He-Man Revolutions. Masters of the Universe Revolutions. It is on Netflix right now. Check it out, guys. Let me know what you think about this. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Love to hear what you got to say about it if you liked it at all. All right, guys, so have a great day. Again, this is D Mace's Your Rant. D Mace, your ranter. And this is the Rant Nation. And thank you once again for the birthday well wishes. Have a great night, guys, and have an even better week.